Hey y'all, what's going on? Thank you. I know y'all are probably pretty tired of seeing my mug and this card that everybody wants and blah blah blah. But honestly, bear with me for just a couple minutes because this is a great story and all of y'all have been a part of it. Whether you're commenting and saying congrats dude or go or that's crazy or like memes of the car like turning around or me doing like Home Alone, and this has been a crazy ride. Not one that I expected to ever be on like this. I've pulled some good cards, but this was nuts, especially with the mania that's around Zion. And I'm an old high school coach, so I love all this. I've been battling what to do to keep it. I know, and all the flippers go, "You're nuts! You're crazy! It's college uniform. It's gonna be dead. What if he's Greg Oden?" I get it. I totally get it. Or to sell it fast, and then all the people that think he's transcendent, you're nuts, and all this. And I was like, this has been a great story. And how does the story end? And a lot of the early options were it's ending with Jimmy gets more. Jimmy gets more stuff, money, Kentucky cards, things like that. And in the back of my head the whole time, that didn't feel right. And this is not to say you shouldn't hit big cards and sell them. I've done it all the time. But on this one, I felt like because of Zion, because of the card, because of everybody watching, this can be something more than Jimmy gets more. So I've been talking with my wife, and we are going to auction this off, and we are going to give 100% of it to charity. And we are going to make sure that it's really transparent so you all see that what this sells for, that check minus fees, heck, I might even get somebody to pay the fees, or I'll pay the fees or whatever. That check, you'll see a picture of that going to this place. The place we want to give it to is called the Crossnore School. It's a place that I worked at before working at camp, and it's a place that my wife worked at. It is the closest thing to like an orphanage type situation to help people understand it a little bit better that you can have in America these days. It's for abused, neglected, abandoned children. So police go into a house where a lot of bad stuff's going on. They take the kids out, and this is a place they can go, and it is unbelievable. The people that work there are unbelievable. You're talking about the worst stuff you can think of that happens to a child. That's it. I was there. I saw it. I heard it. I lived with them. And those stories are, you could talk all those stories and make everybody feel nauseous and all that. But it's about what that place does to turn all those stories into, yeah, that happened, but look what's going on now. Look what happened now because of Crossnore and the people and the child turning their life around. And I know everybody thinks that like I'm some uber rich guy that just buys whatever card he wants. It's not true. I don't try and fight it because I get it. I've done well in my life, but I know I can do more than I used to. But I was a teacher for 5 years, making 24 grand, a principal, a foster care parent, and aftercare coordinator, which is aftercare at Crossnore School means when these kids are out of the foster system and they get in a jam, who do they call? And it's not their parents because that didn't work out so well. And these kids call, and I was the red bat phone. I was like, Jimmy, I'm in Georgia. My boyfriend beat me up. The kids aren't safe. What I do? And I get in a car and I drive to Georgia. I did that for a couple of years, and then Seagull, all about kids. So it's not like I had a piece of my life that was financial. I did well. I invested a lot in cards and the joy of cards, but not to flip them, just have fun because I could never do this as a kid. I started out just like everybody else, just flipping and penny pinching and trying to get to those Kentucky guys. But anyway, point is, it's not about me. I'm not going to use this to pay my bills. I'm not going to use this to benefit us because I think the important thing is the message it can send, that for people, when you get big cards and great things, or even if you have little cards that you just don't care about, it might be $100, $200 card, you can let it go. You can let it go and use it to help somebody else. You can just give that card to somebody else and make their day and inspire them. It's the only reason I ever talked about myself on here or said, hey, this is going to this guy. And then I stopped a lot of that and let them just say it because I was trying to inspire. It's not, yay, Jimmy moment. Like, I'm just a dude, but I know these people can benefit. And you all have done that with me so much. My Instagram account that started was all by accident. It was never a purpose or a goal. I was recovering from shoulder surgery, sitting in the man cave that already had all these things from the generosity of people in Kentucky and that worked for Kentucky that gave me that stuff. I didn't freak out on like Sky Mall one day and buy a bunch of Kentucky memorabilia and cards. And I was like, well, I'll start an Instagram account and just show some of this stuff. Maybe I'll have some Kentucky fans to chat with while I'm here for 6 weeks recovering. And then that exploded. And then I saw all this stuff in the hobby that I've loved my whole life since age 8 of people giving. Hey man, I want to send you this. Hey man, I want to send you this. Can you do this? Or this kid lost all his cards in a flood. Do you think you can pitch in with me and we'll help this kid? And it's like, that's everywhere in the hobby. And you hear about the bad stuff and the trimming scandals and the different things that are going on in the hobby, guys cheating people on YouTube breaks on. That's going to happen in any industry, anytime. So if we can take this and send a really awesome message in the midst of all the stuff that people are struggling with, either in the hobby or in their life, or just feel good about being part of something that's going to help a kid that has nothing, then man, let's do it. So the goal is I'm going to put it on eBay, straight auction. Let's go. And I want to blast it out on all things I can do and try and get somebody that will see this for what it is, not just a card, but a way to really give to children and to the people that work with them, because those people are saints. They are saints, and I feel really strongly about it. So that's what I wanted to tell you. It's longer than 2 minutes. Right now I'm at 7.5. But I'll keep you updated because I think that's how you end the story. Like, that's a better story. Let's take this and blow it up into something as good as it can be for someone other than me and other than your typical card collector. Let's make sure the benefits of the joy of this, because I'll always have the moment, I'll always have the ride with you, goes to a kid that really needs it. So it's not over yet. I'll need your help. I want you all to be in on this as I talk with the CEO, and I'll go up this Crossnore and I'll film Crossnore for y'all to show you where the proceeds will go. And let's get as much as we can for it. It's a place that means a lot to me, and it's a hobby that means a lot to me. All that you see from me is real. I'm like this all the time. Anybody on here knows can tell you. But let's go do something great. Let's go do something great. Let's send the right message. And then maybe it trickles down into other things too. People giving cards. People stop yelling at each other on Instagram and realize the upside of this hobby, which is like it is now. It's limitless. So thank you. Love y'all, and we'll keep it going. Thank you.